Hey guys, and welcome back. Tonight I am filming my October favorites. It is actually October 28th today. I'm in the middle of Brand Slam week and I just haven't filmed a video in forever because mostly all I've been doing is editing. But I did want to get my October favorites out and posted for you guys. It is 7 in the evening right now. I threw on some makeup. I took my hair out of my French braid that has been in a French braid for about 2 days. I hope you guys had a really great October. I hope you had a wonderful Halloween, and let's just go ahead and get started. It is an ice box in my apartment. I am so cold. It suddenly got really cold, and I feel like I want to be spending a lot of money on hydro this year because I am working from home, which means I'm in my apartment more often. I'm so cold right now, but I don't want to turn the heater on. At least not yet. It's only October, so November. In November, I will turn my heater on, but if my fingers and everything just looks cold, they are. First favorite is actually this mug. It's actually perfect because I'm definitely channeling inner Hermione. But this is a Gryffindor mug. My sister gave it to me for my birthday. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter's one of my favorite things. I've loved it since I was a kid. I've read the books all about like 8 times, so I'm like a huge Harry Potter fan. I'm not the biggest fan of Gryffindor, but I did get sorted into the Gryffindor house, so I think that's why my sister gave me the Gryffindor mug. It's still a great mug, and I don't know what house I would be in if I wasn't in Gryffindor, although I always want it to be Ravenclaw. Anyways, this is my first favorite. I'm just having some tea today, which is really good for my super cold body. Okay, I'm gonna go through all of the makeup products that I've been loving this month. First, I have quite a few because I have been testing out a ton of the new makeup. October was like my new makeup month. I have tested out so many new makeup products, so I have quite a bit of new makeup to talk about. First thing that I've been loving is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint. I do have 2 shades. I have Coralicious and Almost Famous. Almost Famous is on my cheeks today. They're just such amazing cream blushes. They are a doe foot applicator, which I find extremely convenient for like a blush cream format. I wish NYX would come up with a bronzer in this formula because it's just really easy to use. The Almost Famous shade is kind of a deep dark coral, I guess, and then Coralicious, or like an orange, I guess, and Coralicious is more on the pinky side. They swatch super intense, like they look like they're going to be really intense on your cheeks, but they do sheer out with a brush, and they're just so beautiful. I can't get over the finish. It's a dewy, natural finish. They're really easy to work with, and I just love the 2 shades. I definitely want to pick up more of these. These are like a hidden gem. I feel like I have not really heard or seen anyone using these. I feel like they're a super underrated product at the drugstore, but I love them. I also have been loving XXecutive Eyeshadow Quad. I don't know if you guys have seen the video yet of me using this product, so it's a bit of a spoiler. I am wearing it on my eyes today. I did this look in like 5 minutes, so it's not looking its greatest, but I do really love this palette. The formula is so easy to work with. The 2 matte shades are really soft and creamy. They're a little bit powdery, but they do blend out really nicely. I also love the metallic shade. It's super intense and vibrant. What I really love is this kind of cushion hybrid powder matte shade up here. I don't know what type of shade this is, but mine feels like a cream eyeshadow, and it's so beautiful. It's glittery bronze shade, and the glitters show up on your lid. Like, they're very subtle, but you can see them. It's just, it's so pretty. I love that bronze shade, and I love the formula as well because it is that cushion cream formula, which is so weird, but also it looks really pretty and it's really easy to work with. So I have been loving this palette. I definitely would consider picking up more of these quads. I don't think they were that expensive. XX Revolution just seems pretty expensive overall, but I think these quads were about $12, which isn't that bad. The formula is really good, and I've been reaching for this so much because I bring it with me when I go to my parents or to our family cottage for the weekend. All these shades are just perfect to wear on an everyday basis, so love that. I also have been loving a couple products from Colourpop. The first one is this Creme shadow, and this one is in the shade Prickly Poppy. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about Colourpop because I just did a whole week reviewing the brand, but this is the shade Prickly Poppy. It is a bronze, but it has these little gold flecks of glitter. It's really beautiful and transformative on the lids. I really like it. It also lasts on my lids all day without creasing, which is really amazing. I think it would actually make a very good eyeshadow base. But the other product that I really like from Colourpop is their Ritz Super Shock Shadow. I don't think I've filmed a video of me applying this, but I have worn it in a video, and it's so pretty. It's the most beautiful top coat, like eyeshadow top coat I have ever tried. It's sheer, but it's just packed with glitter. I don't even know how to describe it. Just like sheer glitter. I don't know. It's really beautiful. It makes a really beautiful eyeshadow topper just to add a little bit of glitz to your eyeshadow look. I love the formula of the Super Shock, so I would definitely pick up more of these shades. This is the only one I've tried. Okay, and I have been loving a lot of lip products as well. The first one is the product that I'm wearing right now. It's also from XX Revolution. It's their Satin Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Ticket. But I wouldn't consider this a satin, so if you're looking for a satin liquid lipstick, this is not one. This is definitely a matte, and it dries down matte as well, and it also, I'm pretty sure it doesn't transfer. Yeah, it doesn't transfer either. I just got glitter all over it now. But it is a very matte liquid lipstick. Once it dries down, it is there for a really long time. Plus the shade Ticket is very natural and similar to my natural lip color, so it doesn't look obvious when it starts fading away. It looks very soft and velvety on the lips. It's not that drying. Like, it's definitely a drier formula, and I think that's why it dries down and doesn't transfer, but it doesn't feel that uncomfortable on my lips, at least not right now. I don't know how I'm gonna like it in the colder months. I really hope I will, because I think the color is perfect for the winter time, but so far I haven't had any issues with it crumbling or cracking or drying out my lips. It's just a beautiful color, and it's a lovely formula, and I would actually buy more of these shades. Even though XX Revolution is a little bit more pricey, I feel like this is worth the money, and so is the quad. I've also been loving this guy from Covergirl. Now that I think about it, I might have mentioned this in my September favorites, but this is their, I can never open it, their lipstick in the shade Soloist. I think it's their Exhibitionist Ultra 24-hour matte or something. I can never remember the name of this. Kind of like a smoky red, I guess you can call it, or like a maroon shade. It's so perfect for the fall time. The formula of this is also really amazing because they last a super long time. You can get through a meal without having to worry about the lipstick coming off. I love the shade, so I wanted to just quickly mention it. I'm sorry if I mentioned it in September. And then last from the lip products are the Colourpop Blur Lippie Sticks. This one is in the shade Coyote. It's one of my favorites, and I also really love the shade Hyke House, another one of my favorites. The formula is just so good. First of all, I love the Lippie stick format. I just find these crayon type lipsticks are the easiest to apply because I have pretty small lips, and these just fit my lips perfectly. I love the formula of the blurs as well because they are matte, but they have this more like muted, blotted look to them. They don't feel uncomfortable or dry out my lips, and they last a pretty decent amount of time. I just hope that Colourpop will add more blurs to their lineup and increase the number of shades, because right now they only have the 4 and I've tried them all, but I would love it if they made like a darker nude or just like some deeper shades. I think that would be, or more brownie tone shades. I would definitely buy them if they did. So the eyeshadows that I chose for this month, I kind of had a feeling this would happen, that I wouldn't end up using the products that I picked because of all the new makeup that arrived this month. But I did pick eyeshadows for the month of October, and one of them was the Wet n Wild Coffin Break palette. I think this is limited edition. I don't think they make it anymore. I picked it up last Halloween. It's such a nice color story. I wish they would make it permanent. It's really pretty for the fall, and I do wish I had worn it. I think I maybe wore it once, but honestly, I was just trying out so many new products that I didn't reach for this guy very much. And I also had the Revolution Soph X Extra Spice palette, which I did use. I've actually used this one in a couple videos. I love this palette. I like the color selection. I do like the formula. I know people always say that like Revolution Beauty is very like hit or miss and they don't always have the best quality, but I've personally never had an issue with their palettes. There's been a couple maybe that I haven't liked, and I felt like the formula wasn't as good. But for the most part, I find their palettes are pretty good. Like their eyeshadow formula is pretty good. I don't like the color story as much as her original palette, but it's still nice if you're looking for something very warm. And then my base products of the month, I've worn a couple of these, but not really that many. The Born to Glow foundation from NYX. I don't even actually think I wore this one because I was, again, like I said, testing out some new products. But this is a really good foundation. I really like it. I'll probably throw it back into the bag for November. I also have the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturizer. This one is in the shade Light 6W. By the way, the NYX one is in the shade Nude. This is a really great formula as well. It's one of my favorite Colourpop products, and I think it's just a really easy to wear tinted moisturizer for someone who's not looking for a lot of coverage. And then I also love the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. This is in the shade Light Medium. I didn't actually wear this one that much this month because, like I've said 100 times, I was trying out new products, but it is really good. I do like this foundation a lot. It's very like natural and more of a, I guess, a BB cream or CC cream than a foundation in my opinion. And then of course I've been loving and wearing the L'Oreal BB cream. It's basically done, so I'm going to move it into my empties bag. I'm wearing it on my face today. I cannot believe I still have product left in the tube, but yeah, that's like always a recurring product in my makeup bag because I want to finish it. So the only other things I wanted to talk about was a book that I've read. I actually haven't read that much in October. I don't know what I did with the month. I feel like I just ran out of time and I wasn't reading that much. I did read one book and finished it. It's called Eye of the Needle. I don't have it with me, but it's called Eye of the Needle by Ken Follett. It is kind of a suspense thriller mystery. Well, not a mystery, but a suspense thriller set in World War II. It's so good. It starts out kind of slow. Like it took me a while to get into it, but the last, maybe third of the book was so exciting. I can totally see it as a movie. I think they do have a movie, but I want them to redo it, and I want them to cast Michael Fassbender and Alicia Vikander as like the two lead roles. It's basically following a German spy. I really liked it. It was really exciting. I just had to sit and read for 2 hours to finish that book because I couldn't put it down and I wanted to know the ending. I just sat there and read it for 2 hours till I finished it. It was really good though. I did enjoy it. And then right now I'm reading Hamlet, obviously by Shakespeare. I'm not done it yet. I think I have one more act, maybe 1.5 more acts to go, but I'll talk about that one, I guess, in November. Favorites. I'm also reading a book called The Dry right now. I don't remember the author, but I am reading The Dry, which is another like mystery suspense book. I do want to do another book video soon, but like I said, I just haven't been reading that much. I feel like I read so much over summer and then I kind of just like stopped in October, but I want to get back into it. I want to start reading more again. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was a TV show that I binged in like basically one night, pretty much the whole thing in one night, and it's Emily in Paris. I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of hearing about Emily in Paris because it has been everywhere. Like I have seen it everywhere. I did really like it, and I think I mostly liked it because I love Lily Collins. Like she's one of my favorite actresses and just people in general. I really, really like her. She's always an inspiration to me. I feel like her clothes, her style, not Emily in Paris' style, but her style has always been one of my biggest inspos, and I think that's why I like the show so much. It was also just kind of nice to watch. I feel like I watch a lot of intense TV, so it was kind of nice to just take a break from that and watch something more lighthearted. It's not like the best show. Like, you can't be expecting it to be best quality show and the best storylines and dialogue. The acting is a little bit cringe as well, which was kind of disappointing because I think Lily Collins is a really, really good actress, and I don't know why she was not good in this show. Anyway, besides all that, I still liked it. It's super unrealistic, but just fun to watch, and I was never into shows like Gossip Girl or Sex and the City or any of those types of shows. I've never really watched any of them, actually. So I feel like this one will just be my Sex and the City. So that sums up my October favorites. I have to go sit down and edit my last video for my Brand Slam week. I hope you guys had a really great October. I hope you had a wonderful Halloween. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. Thank you as always for watching and supporting my channel. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I'll see you in my next one.